The nation of Myanmar is over 80% Buddhist. Missionary evangelist Daniel King came to this nation to tell people about Jesus. Daniel found that the people of Myanmar are very religious. He witnessed one couple purchase a bird and set it free. The Buddhists believe that doing a good deed like setting a bird free can make up for a previous bad deed. Christians believe that sin can only be forgiven through Jesus Christ, the Son of God.
I find it very interesting to compare different religions. And so I've been studying the life of Buddha. I found out that when he was a young man, he was a prince. And his father, the king, kept him away from seeing any suffering until one day Buddha was going on a ride to the forest when he looked down and beside the road he saw a leper. And this ugly sight shook Buddha so much that he renounced his life of luxury and decided to go and seek enlightenment. As he meditated, he came up with what are known as the Four Noble Truths of Buddhism. And then he came up with an eightfold path that would lead to eliminating all desire from your life. Well, Jesus Christ also dealt with the problem of suffering. And so the way that Jesus dealt with suffering was by bringing healing. Jesus feeds the hungry. Jesus heals the sick. Jesus gives life to those who need abundant life.
After preaching at a church in Rangoon on Sunday morning, Daniel took a plane to the city of Kalaymo, where he was welcomed with a traditional scarf that shows great respect. Banners and posters announced the coming festival, and a prayer team even prayed for 4 months for God to move. Until recently, the nation of Myanmar was ruled by a military dictatorship. But recently, a new president was elected democratically. Because of the newfound freedom in Myanmar, this is a crucial time for training the pastors of Myanmar to spread the gospel. 250 local pastors gathered together for 3 days of intense training. Daniel taught them about evangelism, healing, and the Holy Spirit. Because many of the pastors come from poor villages, we provided breakfast, lunch, and dinner for them. They ate 2 cows, over 50 chickens, and a dozen bags of rice. On the final day of the pastors' conference, Daniel laid hands on all of the pastors. They started to dance and celebrate. The Holy Spirit fell and everyone was filled with joy. It was an awesome outpouring of God's presence. When the Gospel Festival began, the people were eager to see if God would touch the people of Myanmar. People arrived by foot, by motorcycle, and by bus until the festival grounds were full. During the festival, the prayer team cried out to heaven for miracles.
Tonight, Jesus is looking for someone who has faith. Faith is trusting in God. We must put our faith in Jesus Christ and trust Him for our healing.
On the final night of the festival, local gang members were so angry at all the preaching about Jesus that they attacked Daniel's team. One brother was beaten so severely that he had to be taken to the hospital. But despite the attack, some of the gang members were touched by the power of God. Daniel King is on a mission to save 1 million souls a year, but he can't do it alone. Would you consider sowing a financial seed today? To give, please visit www.kingministries.com.